27th of July, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua with Rashi, Masei.
Wherever the lot falls out for him, wherever the lot falls out for him, that will be his. Okay, and then now we've got the final statement. According to the tribes of your fathers, you shall right, you shall have the land settled. You should apportion out the land.
Okay. Lefi Cheshbon, Yotzei Mitzrayim.
Nice short pasuk reading at the moment.
Pasuk Nun Dalet, Yechiel. Okay.
Okay.
Chapter Lamed Gimel, Pasuk Nun Dalet.
Okay. So when the Torah says according to the tribes,
Rashi's bothered by the fact it first says we should divide out the land, apportion out the land according to your families. Those who have many will get a greater portion, those who have fewer will get a smaller portion. As mashma according to those people who are here now. And then it says, according to the tribes of your fathers, you shall apportion out the land. So Rashi says, the Cheshbon Yotzei Mitzrayim.
So that's the numbers that when they came out of Egypt.
Yeah, so what it means is as follows. Rashi mentioned this in Parsha Pinchas. It's a little bit of a complicated point. The thing is as follows. Let's say there were two brothers who came out of Egypt, and each one had 3 children and the other one had 5. 3 sons, the other one had 5 sons.
Mm-hmm.
So now when they come to Eretz Yisrael, they're entitled to 8 portions. Because the people who are coming, the men who are entering Eretz Yisrael are 8. 3 of one son, 5 of the other. Okay, so they are entitled to 8 portions. But what was interesting is that they took these 8 portions and Ki'ilu, now the 2 brothers who came out of Egypt now were entitled to 8 portions.
Mm-hmm.
And then since they're 2 brothers, they get it equally. Okay, so it's 4 and 4. So it comes out that the family that has 5 sons will get 4 portions, and the other family which has 3 sons will also get 4 portions.
Uh-huh.
Now, why it was done like that, I'm not sure. There's a very involved sugi in the Gemara involved with Basra, which I don't recall right now exactly what the Maskon is. But that's what the Gemara says, that you initially, Rashi mentions this in Parshas Pinchas. I'll give you a chapter and verse in a second. Yeah, Pasuk Nun Hey. Yeah, Pasuk chapter Chav Vav, Pasuk Nun Hey. I'm not going to go into it now, but that's basically what Rashi explains how. Rashi gives an example. Shnei achim yotzei Mitzrayim shehu shnehem bonim b'voi haaretz. Lezeh echad u'lezeh shloisha. Okay, so basically the 2 cousins. One had 1 son, the other one had 3 sons. So those 4 descendants, each one took a portion, and then it was divided out. They're 2 and 2. Okay, that's what Rashi says then. Chapter Chavav, Pasuk Nun Hey. Anyway, so basically Rashi says the same idea over here. That's one explanation. That's why it says Lamatois avoseichem tisnecholu. Because even though the land has been divided out according to the numbers of those who entered Eretz Yisrael, well, entering now Eretz Yisrael, but the actual division was according to those who came out of Egypt. Okay, that's one opinion, one shot. Dova acher, what does it mean, your fathers?
Okay, Bishneim Asar Gevulin Keminyan Hashvatim.
Okay, but the land was divided out into 12 territories according to the numbers of the tribes. So each tribe received a separate territory. Means besides each person receiving his own portion, so obviously all those of the same tribe received their portion next to each other, all collectively. And each one received, and all of them together received it in the territory of, let's say, Binyamin, or the territory of God, the territory of, well, God was over the Yarden, the territory of Ephraim, let's say. Okay, so that was according to the territories were divided up according to the tribes. Okay, let's go on. Lou, are you with us?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I've never done. Pasuk Nun Hey.
Okay, Nun Hey. Ve'im lo sorishu es yoshvei haaretz mipnechem v'haya asher tosiru mehem l'sikim be'enechem v'litznim b'tzidechem v'tzareru eschem al haaretz asher atem yoshvim ba. Okay, it means, but if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land before you, it will be that those whom are left will be as pins in your eyes, and as thorns at your sides,
Right.
and they will harass you upon the land that
There you are.
you
There you are
dwell in it.
Okay.
Okay, so 55. Okay, so Rashi says, "V'haya asher tosiru mehem." Those of them whom you leave shall be yi'u lachem l'ra'ah. They shall be a cause of harm for you.
Right.
L'sikim ve'enechem, as pins in your eyes. Li say dos haminakros einechem, as pins which pierce your eyes. Targum shall visay dos sikaya.
Right.
The translation is
Translation of Yesedos, where we have the appears in Chumash Shmos with regard to the Mishkan, the Targum translates it as Sikaya.
right.
That's the same word as Sikim, pins, right? Sharp pins.
Yeah, my English says pegs.
Pegs, yeah, there means that it's a sense of pegs. But the point is it has something which has a sharp end.
Right. Velitnim, which is thorns, pos rim bo ha pos rim. The interpreters interpret it Lashon Misuchas Kotsim, as meaning an enclosure of thorns. Haso cheches eschem, which covers you.
Liskor
Liskor velik lo eschem, to close off and confine you. Me'ein yotzei vava, without anyone who can go out or come in.
without, meaning it like it'll close you off, that they won't let you go out and won't let you go in.
V'tararu eschem, kitargumo. This is translated as
The Targum, this means like the Targum translates it. How does the Targum translate it? So v'ikun lochet. They'll, how do you say, harass you.
right.
Okay? That's what Rashi means over here.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Where I lived in Santa Monica, our what? California, near Los Angeles.
Okay.
Our shul was located on the beach.
Okay.
It's called Venice Beach. It's very famous. There's a lot of unsavory characters there. There's a lot of tourists who are not dressed properly. A lot of bad influences there.
Okay.
We had a thriving shul. We were a shul that specialized in being makar of people. We had people come in off of this walkway, tourist type people who were Jewish, who joined us over the years. We were not influenced at all by these people. If anything, the opposite was true. We saw the contrast between their lifestyle and our lifestyle, and it reinforced our commitment to the fact that we had a better lifestyle. Why are we so worried that these Canaanites who are lowly people are going to cause trouble for us?
Okay. So you've got the standard person, you've got the people who are as you say, allegiant to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and on the contrary, the whole concept of Avodah Zarah is alien. On the other hand, with time, as we said, this is what happened to Masei, and also we also have to have an understanding that the Yetzer Hara to serve Avodah Zarah, this urge, there was an urge, a tremendous pull on a person, like just like we can't explain somebody's taiva for food, right? Necessarily, right? It's something which doesn't really make logical sense why we should have such an urge to eat food, right? But HaKadosh Baruch Hu made us that way. And this is Masei. Similarly, a person can have a sexual urge. It's also something which is technically inexplicable, logically. I mean, they make sense why HaKadosh Baruch Hu did it. But the Masei, when a person can be totally overtaken by an urge, and he'll do things which do make absolutely, totally contrary to sense. So it was with regard to Avodah Zarah, that there was an urge for spirituality, which obviously should have been used for serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu, bring us closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And when it was misused to serve idols, something which we cannot understand because we don't have that anymore. But there was such a thing in those times. And therefore, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu realized there was this drive, urge, lust for spirituality, which could go wrong, okay? Therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, listen, keep temptation out of sight, out of mind. Why start up with trouble? I want you to be able to be close to me, to be living in a good land, to be able to enjoy the land and fully serve me to the best. And if you leave these goyim around, they're just going to be temptation and putting temptation in your path. Just keep away from them. Okay? So on the one hand, you're right. Where you're out there in Santa Monica, you haven't really got a choice. You couldn't have said, okay, we're having a Jewish community here. We're making a cult. No, only people who are modestly dressed can come here. Right? You could have done that, but I'm not sure you could have actually. But because we're in a situation that would be very difficult to do such a thing, Kosh Baruch Hu gave you the special siyata d'shmaya not to be affected by it. But on the other hand, it's something a person has a choice. Should he live in Yerushalayim, in a place where he's protected from temptation, or should he live out there in Santa Monica, where every day he sees preachers and how do you put it, lack of morality? Okay, where should he go? So what say you?
You're on mute, Lou.
No, I'm waiting for an answer.
Sorry, I was actually talking, but you weren't hearing me.
Okay.
I would say,
Some people talking without speaking. Yeah.
right, that's Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes.
So before I give you the answer, I would preface it with the fact that I was Makorov through that shul, along with a lot of other people.
Okay.
There's no way I would have ended up going to Jerusalem if I hadn't first gone through that shul or some shul like it.
I understand. I'm not questioning.
And obviously, I ended up in Jerusalem, so that's your answer for sure.
Right. So you see that you obviously chose that Santa Monica is not the most ideal place to be living.
Correct. Although actually, my motivation was more of a positive nature. I didn't say I got to get away from this place. I said I want to go to Israel. It's a mitzvah in Israel.
Either way, it doesn't make a difference, right? I'm saying I'm giving an example of somebody has the choice of either going to Yerushalayim or going to Santa Monica. The choice would be go to Yerushalayim because just stay out of temptation's way.
But that's not a fair categorization, because in order for us to go to Israel as a Jewish nation originally, we had to kill out all those people. It wasn't just a matter of do I go here or I go there. It was a matter of do I have to go through all of this killing out of people, all this war, 14 years of war.
7 years, actually 7 years of war. But
7
anyway,
years of war, 7 years of dividing up the land, whatever. Or can I just go in there and live and let live?
So obviously Hashem, who knows our minds best, wanted that Eretz Yisrael should be a land clear of temptation, a land clear of people who are idol worshippers, that there should be no vestige of idol worship in the land at all, that there should be no temptation placed before the Jewish people. Okay, you're right. I mean, the Kosh Baruch Hu is saying, like if a person is put in a certain situation otherwise, it's not saying necessarily that good cannot come out from it. On the contrary, and truth is, every place in the world requires its tikkun, its fulfillment of its purpose in the world. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue now. I want to skip this next part because it goes into the. It's a very complicated piece. It goes into the borders of Eretz Yisrael, how they were delineated, and it's a very to understand it in the words of Rashi. It's very complicated. So I think we'll just leave it for now, and we will jump to Pasuk Tez Zayin, to Revi.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Pasuk Tez Zayin. You have it, Meir?
Yes. That's Zion. Okay. It says, Vayaber Hashem el Moshe lemor. Ella Shemot Hanashim Asher Inchalu Lachem Et Haaretz Elazar HaKohen of Yoshua ben Nun. Okay, so these are the names of the men who will
so literally means will inherit
for them, for you.
Right. So that's Rashi's going to explain. It doesn't mean that.
And it's Elazar HaKohen and
I have take possession.
Shua ben Nun.
So I translated will portion out the land for you as heritable property.
Okay.
We'll see in Rashi.
Rashi. Let's see. Tetzai. Oh, hold it. Okay, I see Tetzai. Okay. It's actually Yud Zion.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, that's supposed to be up to. Elish Masei Noshi.
Right. Asher Yinchalu Lachem says take possession of the land. Okay. Bishvilchem. Oh,
That doesn't mean to you, which means they have it and they give it to you. It means they will take possession, or should we say take a portion in the land, right?
Right.
Bishvilchem, on your behalf, for you.
Oh.
Rashi goes on to explain, what does that mean? Kol nasi v'nasi.
Okay, Kol nasi v'nasi apotropos l'shivto. So each prince, I guess,
Leader of the tribe. Each leader of the tribe, right,
okay,
is an apotropos l'shivto. It's like a, how do you call it? Let's see, I translated it.
Apotropos.
Second. Is the agent.
Oh, the agent.
Right? Each leader of the tribe, right, is the agent responsible for
Okay.
his tribe.
For his tribe, okay. Umechalek nachalat hashevet. So he was the one that divided the land
portion of the tribe.
Okay. Lamishpachot v'legevarim, for each family and each man. Right. Okay. Uvorer lechol echad ve'echad. You would what? Separate each and every one?
Not so much separate, we would choose.
Choose. Okay. I was thinking of borer, like the malacha, I guess.
Yeah, but it also means to choose, means to select.
Okay, to select. Okay, for each and
Select
every
for each person his suitable portion.
okay, so that's chelek hagun. Okay. Uma shehem osim. So
And what they do, meaning the way they divide it out,
okay,
that will be considered as done.
as done. Okay, so you can't argue with them.
Right? Why? Because
because they were made the shluchim.
Right? That means in Kilu, they were made as representatives of each individual.
Okay. V'lo yitachen lefaresh lachem zeh.
Right? This lochem, you cannot explain it as kechol lochem shebemikra, as any other lochem mentioned in the scripture, in the Torah. If so,
okay. Hayalo lichtov yanchilu lachem.
yanchilu lochem.
Yanchilu lachem.
It doesn't say that. It says yinchalu. Yinchalu means like that's it's not a causative form. Yinchalu means they themselves will inherit. Yinchalu means they will receive the portion. They will inherit lochem. So that's why Rashi says lochem must be on your behalf, for you. It's the leaders of the tribes who will inherit portion, receive the portions in the land for you on your behalf. So they will kind of, let's say there's 50,000 men in one particular tribe. So the leader of that tribe will get 50,000 portions to divide out. He received everything and he's dividing it out.
And he just, okay.
Yeah. So that means, so therefore, lochem doesn't mean to you, it means he will give it to you. It means he will receive it on your behalf. So yinchalu is the expression of receiving a portion, not being given a portion. Whereas yanchilu means caused to receive, which means like to give. Then that would be able to say, that's what Rashi says now. Shem Kain, if it meant like anything means to you, means they are giving it to you, right? Then it was saying, Im Kain yanchilu lochem. Rashi goes on to explain. Yinchalu mashma shehem noichlim. They are receiving the portion, they are inheriting lochem, meaning bishvilchem, on your behalf, or vimkoimchem, and in your place. Acting as your representative, as Rashi says. And you have a similar thing of lochem, meaning for you, k'moi Hashem yilochem lochem. Hashem will do battle. So if it meant lochem to you, means it sounds like he will do battle against you. Means right. He's doing battle to you, and you're the affected party. So Rashi says, no, that can't be pshat. Means Elamai Hashem yilochem lochem means Hashem will do battle lochem on your behalf. So you see there as well, the lamed to you lochem doesn't mean to you, that the implying that you are the recipient. It means lochem means you are the one on whose behalf it's being done. The action is being done on your behalf. So same thing over here when it says means that the leaders of the tribes will receive the portions in the land on behalf of all their represent the, I should say, constituents, all the people in their tribe, they will receive the portions in the land on their behalf. Okay,
Okay.
very good. Stop here. Okay,
Thank you, Rabbi.
have a great day.
Okay, very good. You too, Rabbi. Be well.
Yeah,
Sort of.
I just need to make sure I get this WhatsApp completed and then I'll be coming.
Please send me a picture of the
I've attached 5 pictures of the device from all the different angles. And I found out that the doctor does in fact have the model and he's going to mail it to me. It's not so urgent. The device does work. My son is wearing it every day, every night. So I think we have a little bit of time. If it takes a week or so, I think we're okay. So please let me know what you think when you look at the pictures and when you're going to be in town next. Thank you.
We'll talk about that afterwards. How to do it. It's not with the show. It's on the show. Yeah, we'll have time. No problem. Okay, I don't need more about it. All right. I found that avocado that was left all week. I don't know, it looked terrible on the outside as it was raised there. Yeah, and I opened it up, so I put in some, I made it kind of a, I have somebody that's people probably knows that. I was still pretty. You can have the other one. Sorry, we use one of the first. Okay, so far I've worked on. I guess I worked for except for. Sort of things. And to let you know. Somebody asked me when we borrowed it. We saw the level, it was name so
I think I can fix it without the model, but you need to find a way to bring the appliance to the lab or wait until next week that I will be in Jerusalem. Please let me know what you're studying.